Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Roman Reigns issues a request to solo Sikoa during WarGames match at Survivor Series. Roman Reigns made a request to solo Sikoa during their WarGames match at WWE Survivor Series. However, the latter turned it down and ended up paying a hefty price. The former NXT North American champion stole the Bloodline from the OTC and turned it into his own thing. This resulted in a 5 vs 5 WarGames match pitting the current iteration of the group versus the original. Raw stars CM Punk and Bronson Reed were also included in the bout as the 5th member of each team. During the match, 4 members of Solo Sikoa's team were taken out by Roman Reigns. All 5 babyfaces were standing in the ring, and they had the leader of Bloodline 2.0 surrounded with nowhere to go and no one to help him. The former undisputed WWE champion did something out of character. Reigns stretched out his arms to Solo Sikoa, seemingly asking him to surrender and return to his family. Responding to Reigns' request, Sikoa muttered that he was still the tribal chief and tried to go for the Samoan spike. That was when the Usos hit him with a double super kick, and Sami Zayn followed it up with the Helluva kick. In the end, Roman Reigns hit Solo Sikoa with a spear and gave his team the victory. The Survivor Series WarGames 2024 match had been one of the most anticipated bouts in recent WWE history. With the stakes high and the atmosphere electric, Roman Reigns, the tribal chief and undisputed WWE Universal champion, led his faction, the Bloodline, against a group of formidable opponents. However, amid the chaos of the match, an unexpected moment occurred that sent shockwaves through the WWE Universe. Roman Reigns, known for his dominance and leadership, suddenly turned his attention to Solo Sikoa, his cousin and trusted ally in the Bloodline, during one of the most intense moments of the WarGames match. What happened next was a rare glimpse behind the scenes of the Bloodline, as Reigns issued a direct request to Solo Sikoa that raised eyebrows and sparked speculation about the future of the faction. The match itself had been a brutal affair, with both teams trading devastating blows and using the unforgiving structure to their advantage. The 2-ring, double-cage setup of WarGames was designed to heighten the chaos, and it delivered in spades. As the match raged on, the tension between the members of the Bloodline and their rivals grew. Roman Reigns, as always, seemed to be in control, orchestrating the action with his signature calculated precision. However, as the match reached its peak, the tide began to turn. Reigns, ever the strategist, found himself in a position where he needed to regain control, but his usual tactics were failing him against a highly skilled and determined group of opponents. This is when the unexpected moment occurred. In a surprising turn of events, Roman Reigns called for Solo Sikoa, who had been battling fiercely in the match. The camera caught a tense moment as Reigns motioned toward his cousin, shouting instructions that were barely audible over the crowd's roars. While many assumed it was a typical moment of Reigns giving orders to his teammates, there was something different about this exchange. It was a request, not just an order. From the footage, it was clear that Roman was asking Solo Sikoa for something specific, something that would impact the outcome of the match. Reigns had a look of intensity on his face, his eyes narrowed as he leaned in to speak to Sikoa. The camera zoomed in just in time to catch a few key words from Reigns' lips. "Do it for the Bloodline." Solo Sikoa, ever the loyal enforcer, nodded solemnly, acknowledging his cousin's request. The weight of Reigns' words was unmistakable. The camera cut away quickly, but the implication was clear. Roman Reigns had just asked Solo Sikoa to do something drastic, something that could change the course of the match, and perhaps even the trajectory of the Bloodline's future. Following Reigns' request, the crowd watched in suspense as Solo Sikoa took action. Within moments, Sikoa unleashed a brutal assault on one of their opponents, utilizing his signature moves with unmatched intensity. The shift in momentum was undeniable. The crowd's energy surged as they realized that Reigns' request was a game-changer. But what exactly had Reigns asked Sikoa to do? Speculation ran wild throughout the WWE Universe. Some fans believed that Reigns had called for Solo to eliminate a key rival, ensuring the Bloodline's dominance. Others wondered if this was the beginning of a deeper rift within the Bloodline, with Reigns testing his cousin's loyalty and willingness to sacrifice everything for the faction. The moment left fans questioning the true nature of the Bloodline. Was this just another display of Roman Reigns' control over his family, or was it a sign of something darker brewing within the faction? The idea that Reigns could request such a drastic move from Solo Sikoa hinted at a deeper power struggle, one where loyalty, trust, and family ties were being pushed to their limits. Roman Reigns is no stranger to the concept of power. As the head of the Bloodline, he has consistently showcased his ability to manipulate situations and bend others to his will. He has a reputation for being one of the most calculating and methodical superstars in WWE history. His request to Solo Sikoa was no different. It was a masterstroke in the art of control. What makes this moment so intriguing is that it serves as a reflection of Reigns' growing dominance and his willingness to go to any lengths to secure his position at the top. In the past, the Bloodline had been a well-oiled machine, with Reigns leading the charge and ensuring that every member played their part. But this moment seemed to suggest a shift. Reigns was asking for something from Sikoa that wasn't just about winning the match. It was about cementing his own power and influence within the faction. For Solo Sikoa, the request was a defining moment. As the enforcer of the Bloodline, Sikoa has always been the silent but deadly presence, carrying out Reigns' orders without question. But this request was different. It hinted at the possibility of Sikoa being tested, not just as a member of the Bloodline, but as an individual with his own future to consider. Would he continue to blindly follow Reigns, or would he eventually begin to question his loyalty? The seeds of doubt were planted in that single moment. The moment quickly became a talking point for fans across social media and WWE programming. Speculation ran rampant as to what Reigns' request could mean for the future of the Bloodline. Some fans wondered if this was the beginning of a rift within the faction, with Sikoa potentially breaking away from Reigns' control. Others theorized that Reigns' request was a strategic move to further solidify the Bloodline's dominance and eliminate any potential threats once and for all. Whatever the case, one thing was clear. Roman Reigns had once again proven that he was always thinking several steps ahead of his opponents. In the world of WWE, where loyalty and power are constantly in flux, this moment only added another layer to the already complex relationship within the Bloodline. As we look forward to the aftermath of Survivor Series, WarGames, the implications of Roman Reigns' request to Solo Sikoa will likely continue to unfold in the coming weeks. The question remains, will this moment lead to a major shift within the Bloodline, or was it just another tactical move by Reigns to maintain control over his empire? Only time will tell, but one thing is for certain. WWE fans are in for a wild ride as Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa continue to navigate the turbulent waters of family, power, and loyalty. This moment will undoubtedly go down as one of the most pivotal in the ongoing saga of the Bloodline. The question is, who will come out on top in the end? Only the tribal chief knows.